Hello everyone, this is 41 Solstice 25, Winter Solstice 8, and this is, a server. Specifically a public survival-based server. I just sort of been on here for a few weeks, and this is basically where I've been setting up my base. It's a nice place. I've been growing a little of everything in terms of trees. This is like a freebie stuff area for our visitors. Like, I might be lagging a bit. Here, that's where my town got removed. Or did it get changed while I wasn't paying attention? Okay. Wilderness PvP. Syrian, no. Really? I set this specifically outside of the... Damn it. Oh man. Why? Just the other day it was like perfectly fine. But anyways, this is like a freebie section for visitors. Like, I'll have all sorts of random junk in this, like, well, I'll actually have actual cooked food and such. Just like, for whatever, and then I'll have like uncooked as well, like, say if they want to cook it and like get this little bit of XP out of it. I have TNT cards, which are basically useless on the server except for quests. Or if you're like out to figure out how to kill people, I guess. That's another thing. But there is like mob griefing like turned off, so yeah. So yeah, a few decent things. Like these could be like combined to like an unbreaking 2 power 1 bow with like twice the durability and last even longer than that. So yeah, a few make do stuff, a few legitimately nifty stuff. So yeah, this is like my wool and cow farming. This, I guess, is like basically the heart region of my base. Just like right around here. I have a donation station. I really favor using the word station, apparently. I have an ATM, as you can see. You can just like access it and like grab your stuff out of your bank or whatever. I like to call it a bank. I don't think anyone's dropping off. I literally just dropped on just now. So anything like going on in the chat, I have no idea what's going on about, so I'm just sort of focused on my own thing. So I also have villagers. I've been collecting enough gold and enough for like potions to like get these guys and such. The only non-cleric based villager. And it's a weaponsmith. I'm not really sure how much use I have for this. But yeah, I have a decent thing kind of going on. Like, I have Silk Touch, I have a non-Silk Touch pick, but it's pretty low on durability, so I don't really want to just use it right now. I'm like savoring it till I get like more EXP. I have a farming area, which is basically this whole section. There's all kinds of like random just like plant-based things about that I just like gather up, like cacti. There's where I get my pumpkins. I have wheat, carrots, potatoes. I have cocoa beans. Then if I ever just want to like duplicate a bunch of one of these two flowers, I can just do that right here with some bone meal or something and come back up through here and wherever. Oh, and this is where I get my melons at. At this point, I've decided I'm just gonna silk touch them. I could just break them and like get more straight up melons of this sort, but I think I'm gonna silk touch them from now on. Unless my like silk touch pick is like really close to not being good anymore. I do experience a bit of lag on the server. That's just me. I don't know how other people experience it. This trek is mainly for villager gathering. Most of this grass and all of these trees were not here before. I put it all in myself, as well as this pond here. I wanted something just kind of relaxing out back behind my base, just get some scenery, some fresh airness, and something nice and relaxing and soothing. I might add like chairs or something here, but I feel like that would ruin some of the more natural-esque feel of this place. Let's see. There's nothing else this way besides the spot where I like capture the zombie villagers at. So right here is my snow farm. I have two snowmen here. They're sort of chilling. The iron bars keep them in place so they don't go anywhere too crazy. And any of these 4 tiles can basically be mined for snow at constant rate. Like this. And yeah, that's really cool. I don't wear much armor. Mostly because I just don't want to wear much armor. This is my Stargate. It links up to like another town and like other parts of like the nation, I guess. I never actually use it, but it's there. And this is like a cute little umbrella design I came across. I really like it. It's awesome. This is one of my signature awesome chairs. It's for relaxing when it's a hot day. Right here. It's really cool. I have these set on night mode, so it can just power these when it's dark enough, and then I don't always need it on during the day or something. Let me think. Oh yes, I have an aquarium here. I have a pet fish also. His name is Nemo. I should really add another layer to this aquarium in terms of actual water. And maybe like add more fish. I think Nemo is probably getting lonely. I don't know. Did I ever leave anything in here? No, I didn't. This is my first cake. Before this home was even finished, I already had this cake put in. This place was pretty empty. Honestly, I don't really plan on sleeping in here. I mean, I just like set myself a home at this place somewhere. This is my anvil station. There's basically anvils stacked, like one on top of another up to there. You can see that one right there just sort of poking out from the top. There's that many anvils I have, which is a ton of iron. As soon as one anvil breaks, another will fall into its place, and you won't have to stare at a stack of anvils, which is awesome. and doesn't look half bad neither. It's magical. This is where I enchant. It's an enchanting setup. Not really much else to really say about it other than it's an alright color setup. We'll go down there in a sec. This is my tower. I call this place my wizardly outpost because I'm like using a lot of blue, and like I actually plan to make this a little more interestingly themed up and sprucened up and such. For example, I actually have an island in progress in the sky. I don't know why I made this, but it's here and I refuse to take it down. Yeah, I made this mainly with blue and stone. And I keep right clicking randomly and I need to watch that. So yeah, it looks really awesome. Though it's still kind of work in progress and it's under furnished on the inside. I need to go through a few things to decide how I fully want to go about that. But this is basically all I really have going on the inside. I have like a computer here. I have a desk, so like maybe I write some stuff down, like some notes or something. Just sort of like jot them down in my journal. I don't know. Maybe like go through paperwork. I should add bookshelves now that I think about it. That would really sprucing this place up. And then here's the top floor. I haven't quite decided what I wanted to do with this place. But yeah, I have done all kinds of goofy getting arounds on this place. And I've only fallen to my death twice. Like, I would be parkouring this place all the time. I never realized how actually practical this blue strip is until now. Like, I would usually use this from now on to like sort of get up. And then I'll just sort of like find my way up higher by parkouring up. Like I'd be like here and here. Like I specifically set this place to be able to be like jump from one spot to another. Oh, it's not. I forgot about this spot. Like I ran out of torches. Yeah. Whew. There's some kind of skill level thing, I guess. I haven't quite figured it out really, but it's there. Oh. Well, I'm not going to argue with surviving that. This is my current smeltery setup. It mostly, in terms of this part, it will auto cook like a mass amount of things. Like you put whatever you want to smelt in this top one, and it'll go right through the system. And this is my main charcoal supply. I haven't bothered quite to get it up all the way, but yeah. Down here is my mining and alchemy lab stuff, and there's a little more yet down here also. Around this corner just like goes to the cave system sorta. This is my vine farm. I really liked this design when I like came across it. Like ideally you put redstone behind the vine, redstone ore behind the vines, and it's like having berries or something, and it's like really cool, and you can like control where the vines can grow by setting down string. So yeah, it's really awesome. It's really useful. This is my alchemy lab. I tried my best to make it feel like an alchemy lab while also being quite practical for like doing regular like potion making stuff. Like here's most of what I have for potion ingredients. I have a rabbit's foot by chance. I was just killing a random rabbit that invaded my lands. Yeah, that was quite a lucky one. Or Lucky for me, but unlucky for it. This has no purpose, but it's here. It makes it feel a little more like an alchemy lab. I feel like this is almost too cramped for an alchemy lab. Like, there should probably be like more shelves or something. But this will do fine, I suppose. Like, there isn't really much practical use to add to us any further, so... Like, I have all my netherwort farming about. Then I have, like, these to brew the potions. Did I run out of... No, I didn't. The only clock I will ever make right there. Then down further is my cemetery. Or sort of like a cemetery. I feel like there's a more technical term for this. Is it a crypt? I'm not sure. But I've also been getting a ton of zombie heads, so I've been like using these at the graves as many as I can. But yeah, you can like see like some of the ways I've like sort of died. I'm trying to think if there was another case of me dying or not. I don't think so. There might have been. Just like more lately I've been having all these silly derpy deaths. So yeah. And this is where I've been like tossing all my mob loot. Not much else to really do with this chest, I guess. Oh, I do kind of want this back. Maybe later. I'm still working. Oh, actually, there is like just a bit more of a showdown here, I guess. Caution, danger up ahead. Caution, danger up ahead. Caution, danger up ahead. Do you think there's danger up ahead? Let's find out. Well, basically, this is just where I've been doing my mining. Like, there's a bit of like caving here to... This used to be lava, but I turned it to obsidian. There's something I plan to be shoving in here, but that's a bit of a take it as it goes sort of thing. And here's basically where I've been strip mining. I've done a lot of strip mining. A lot. So much a lot. And I stopped on this one because I ran out of torches. At least I think that's how it went. Random one going backwards. And some of these I stopped for who knows why. I assume it also had to do with torches. Okay. Let's head back up. I guess there is like one last thing that kind of really show about this place. Like I have another portal, but it doesn't have its own designated in-nether portal bit. Like it links up to a random portal. I'm not really sure where that portal even is compared to where I would think mine should be, but I know it's definitely within like the nether spawn region, so I basically can't touch anything, which is no good for me. It means I'll have to do some traveling if I plan to like get more quartz or something. This was going to be a charged creeper farm thing, but it kind of got placed within the town. Yeah, so with mob spawning in the town region off, you do the math. Basically, any hostile mob that enters will basically disappear. And up here is my ice farm. I am slowly covering this mountain in ice. I kind of want a bit more of a coldness to this mountain, like make it a lot colder looking, make it more icy and snowy and stuff. I think it's going to look really cool in the overall run with this base setup. So yeah, that's all fine and dandy. And I would just like take my silk touch pick and just like go to town on this. And I'd get about 54 ice total because there's a few spots where ice just never forms no matter what for some reason. I guess it's not high enough. I have no idea. I've tried to figure it out. I've just sort of given up on figuring it out. There's the brown sheep that keeps wandering around here. I should keep him safe as best as I can because I'm probably not going to ever find another brown sheep around these parts. And there's me lagging, kind of like rubber banding again. I guess I will just sort of use the rest of this ice like sort of down here. Just sort of make this clearer that that's what this part of the terrain is going to be going toward. And make this stuff go away faster. Thank you, powers of the axe. Like, you get a lot of silly small perks from, like, random items on the server, I noticed. For example, if you actually, like, right-click with an axe before going to chop down a tree, you'll get sort of like you'll get this thing called a tree faller, where you could actually, like, remove the entirety of a tree in one go, so long as you have enough durability on your axe for it. Or if you like right click with your pickaxe, you could temporarily like mine a ton faster. I don't need more bones. Or if you like right click with your sword, you'll get some kind of special damage attribute, I guess. I haven't really figured out all of the perks to it, but those are what I do kind of remember. So yeah. This is from my nether exploration. I did kind of like get my hands on nether brick. Or I should say I made myself some nether brick. And I do believe that's basically everything I have to really show you of my base currently. For the most part, it's been particularly grindy work, so I'm not sure if I'm going to record myself doing a whole lot of it with how I've been really going about it. But yeah, all this dirt here was not originally here. I put it there. And this is basically my watermelon farm as of now, or I should say the results of it. Like all the watermelons I've gotten, I just sort of set it here with Silk Touch. And I realize this is using Silk Touch is a much more efficient method of preserving melon blocks. So yeah, that's all fine and dandy. And here is basically just miscellaneous junk. So yeah, that's basically everything I have going on in the server. The server is called the Storm. I will post a link to the page for it online in the description for anyone interested in checking it out. So a little more information about the server actually. There's this is a town system sort of set up where there's actually sort of like a currency where you need to earn it either through selling items through other players for the currency, or doing quests for NPCs at the main spawn, which is somewhere out that direction, I believe, for me. Like, there is actual quests you can do, which is, they're not easy, but they're the easiest way to get a ton of cash on the server, to say. And for the most part, it's fine, but it it can be expensive in certain areas. Like, some of the quests may have to do with like your iron and gold supply, and then that's like not too thrilling. Like, there was actually a quest that involved like all this stuff and like any other form of track and any form of cart. So that was incredibly iron expensive, and I wasn't too thrilled about that. So there are some things that are a little tricky, but I'm sure they can be done. Now this right here, I haven't really shown you guys this, but this is basically going to be where my new smeltery setup is going to be. Because I want to find a different place for it. And I basically want to toss things in from above down into this thing, and anything I want smelted will basically just be carried into the system and be smelted in like a furnace or two. I haven't fully worked out the idea for it, but that's majority of it. And then like anything finished smelting will come out down here. I'm gonna need a ton more hoppers, like for coal supply. So yeah, it's gonna be quite a bit of work. It's gonna be a lot of mining, or just getting a lot of resources in general. So yeah, that's basically everything I got going on the storm. But yeah, with the town system set up on this server, of course there's gonna be like a few bits of like people like fighting over town areas and like arguing about territory and such. That's kind of given. So don't be surprised if you like hop in here and like see a bit of fighting about that kind of stuff. And yeah, I'm actually kind of like part of a town slash nation that was mainly to just sort of assure I wouldn't magically get like griefed or anything. Like, we've seen a lot of people like coming by here, and like some cool people like said they would like formulate a town here for me so I could like keep this place safe from griefers and such. And I think I just super jumped there by chance. So yeah, Thank you so much for watching. I am Winter Solstice 8, or One Solstice 25, and have a good day. Bye bye.